Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would say you are my jury. While the whole world is mourning the death of the beloved Pope, I was spending my sleepless nights, not one day, so many days, spending hundreds and thousands of rupees to get my pension from the UK and US governments. To give you a brief outline, I went to work along with my wife, who is now dead, in UK. She went to work in a hospital as a registered nurse, and I went to work for a private eye for a few days, and thereafter I joined the UK Post Office as a post and telegraph officer on Her Majesty's government. In 1974, we were forced out of the country because Harold Wilson, who was the then Prime Minister, had a bad economic policy, which drove us out. During the period, I worked as many as 16 hours a day, working overtime, because the type of job I was doing is hopping from one post office to the other, and we have to take in charge of the cash and other things, and stamps and pension, lot of stuff, and we were forced out of the country. I didn't know until recently there was a pension paid by the UK government for their former employees. One pension is called state pension, the other one is called private pension provided by the UK government. I came to know that only few months ago, but I seem to have some correspondence, and they are talking UK pension. So the issue was, when I was working in USA, I was working for a telecommunication giant by the name Michigan Bell Telephone Company, and their former parent company known as AT&T. So I was fired from my job, not for any deficiency in work, to save the money for the employer. They paid me less money as paid to other similarly titled legal analysts. I didn't know they can't do it under the law. Equal pay should be paid equal salary. Anyhow, the employer in USA terminated me after they and the US Department of Justice agreed to break up this monopolistic corporation. Then they fired me without a reason, as I said. They called me and my former wife, who I said is deceased in 2020, to a hotel called the Royal Plaza Hotel, and offered me $45,000 to quit the job. I had at that time my wife, my dependent father, 4 children. 3 were born in England. My next son, who is now a doctor in Tampa. And I was under the impression the pension I was getting was for the work I performed for this telecommunication giant. Now there are two pensions. Both have the same name, International Pension. So I got goofed. I was under the impression I am getting a pension from the UK government, not from the US government. My case went all the way to the United States Supreme Court because the employer alleged I quit the job. They couldn't prove that in a trial before a jury or in a bench trial. No discovery whatsoever was given to me. Now the problem at this moment is, where is my pension from the US government? Where is the pension from the UK government? I got a letter a few days ago directing me to conduct one P.H. Donnelly, his title is known as AO, /RSD, for the state pension from the Department of Works and Pensions. I held the phone 31 minutes and eventually the phone cut off as usual. I don't want to say anything bad words about the Department of Pension and the law firm handling it is called, what is the name of the firm? Norton Rose. My research showed Norton Rose wanted to merge with the law firm who was committing fraud. That was the law firm of Fulbright and Jaworski, located in Manhattan, New York. That's a long story I don't want to go into. I can write volumes. I can make a thriller movie that will spread the disease all over the world. The governments of the United Kingdom, USA, and the government of India will all weep once they hear my story. So, I spent the time, as I said, nobody picking up the phone. I was directed to see or speak to one Mr. P.H. Donnelly, as I said, AO and RSD. The phone hung up as usual. What do you want me to do, folks? Cry until I die? The government of the United States engaged under Biden a woman by the name Jean Bracken. She couldn't find where is my pension. And I put articles saying in the media, Biden is going to fall. He came to Michigan, told the communication workers and the auto workers, hi guys, we'll give you 401k. What about my damn 401k? Pending since I was dismissed illegally. They tried to cover up. Now it appears the Norton Rose in UK merged with the American law firm Fulbright and Jaworski. They had a marriage. The marriage is unholy. The purpose, as I researched few minutes ago, shows they wanted to create a world legal market, sell to everybody the products and services. So I'm not going to read this. I wanted to beg each one of you, including the United Nations, to where I had filed a complaint and they had accepted my complaint to make this a wonderful movie or a web series. I don't know whether I am going to get a day. I don't know what is the problem. They have my number, my social security number from the United States. They have my tax ID from the UK government that showed how much money I paid into the damn system when I left the United States, United Kingdom for United States, which I discovered. I had a driving license from the UK. I had to go second time to get the trust passed. And I don't know where I put it. Went to USA, I took a driving license test. I have a valid driving license until few months ago. So I can't drive now. I never drove in India. It is like suicidal when you see the auto drivers zigzagging and then causing death every day. So, hi guys, I want you to realize, understand my cry for justice. Neither from the UK nor from the USA, and even we have major problem in India. I have got 10 consumer cases, more will be coming, and I don't have the time. Keep spending my UK pension, monthly pension, social security, not the 401k. There are two different animals. The government of the United States can't find mine. When President Trump came to power, he wanted to get rid of all the rotten woods. He is doing it. But the woman who, Karin Botiska, that's the name. Hi guys, I want you to understand my plight. Any movie maker around the world should contact me. I will give you an exclusive story. There was a famous writer, his name is Rushdie. I wrote to Rushdie, no response. I tried to contact a lawyer. I happen to know my next door neighbor who used to come to my home to do her computer. She has gone to work in London. I spoke to her. She said she has a lawyer. And I wrote to him. He is apparently taking part in election, so he's too busy. All right? Hi guys, remember what I am saying. I don't want anybody in the world to suffer as I am doing. No pension, UK pension, none. I left in 1974 with my 3 daughters and my wife and myself. Okay, that broke up our marriage after 16 years. I married, didn't work out. Now my present wife at this moment is in London. She is in New York, taking care of her grandson. She may come back any time, or I may go to UK or London, settle down there, because I have the citizenship of 3 countries. UK pension, UK expired passport, my naturalization papers where I live. We looked in the Google, we know the place. I had done the porch, the gate myself at that time, still there intact. I lived in a comfortable place in Florida with a swimming pool and everything. Then the problem started. My last employment in the United States was for a hospital where I was a director of administration. They filed a bankruptcy. Then I had to come back to India. So it's a long story. Anybody, any producer from anywhere, I don't care which country, okay, expose corruption. Only by exposing corruption in each place, including India, okay, we will get the good thing. The outcome will be good. Maybe I may not live that long, but that's my cherished ambition. Thank you, guys.